fate decided.
Let's get this party started.
Craving something scary.
Hello, Sydney.
Killjoy Jake.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
The collective has spoken.
What is up? We're here. We're ready to rock. 50% of the Lethal Collective. Tonight we're just going to be called Lethal.
At least two of us showed up.
Yeah. We understood the assignment. No. I'm just playing. Much love to our brothers Craven and Fate, who should be with us here shortly. And Jake, like I said earlier when we were backstage, I just figured that tonight we just kind of get a little crazy and just, not just talk about one or two movies, but possibly up to 70.
Whoa, 70 movies?
Who
That's
would've
so many
thought?
movies. I love it.
Exactly. You're gonna have so many horror movies. You're gonna think they're all friends along with us, man. That's what you're gonna. Sorry, man.
I love that. Knight, I want to tell you before we get into this, and Erica just put it in the chat. We have a whole, in our Discord page for Killjoy Jake, we have a Lethal Collective section, and someone put in there that they couldn't be at the Lethal Detective stream tonight. So I think we have to change our name.
The Lethal Detective. Oh my god.
Doesn't that sound like a new show on CBS?
It does. It's something that follows NCIS or something like that. Lethal Detective. Yeah, I love it.
Thursday nights, 9:00.
That is right. Oh my god, I love that, man. Erica, you're all right, man. Can I just say, shout out to Erica, dude, because, and of course, we always appreciate, folks in the community that hang around all of our channels, but she'll come over to the channel and she's like, basically like, yeah, I'm on Jake's streams and I'm coming over here to just, spread some love and this, and I'm like, you know what? That's all right. That's all I gotta say, man.
Erica rocks, dude. Major shout out to her. She helped us build our Discord page for all our members and stuff, so we can be talking horror 24/7, which is sick. So nothing but love. Nothing but love, man.
Awesome stuff. Well, a blanket hello to everyone else as well who's here. We got Paula and we got Board now. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you've been doing well. RJ and I'm ready for another Lethal Detective list stream. There you go. I'm just playing around. And next thing I'm gonna start using that. It'll slip out by mistake or something. Oh man. Ty said I'm ready for another deadly collection. There you go. What is going on?
We have all kinds of names today.
I know. Just call us names. Jen, what's up? Good to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Gory Tiger, Stella, Tom, Mary, all of you guys. Very, very cool to have you here. Mr. Rick. All right. So what we're going to do tonight, guys, is we're going to go through a tier list with a couple of dozens of films, but we're going to do it a little bit differently than usual, at least here on this channel, because we've done tons of tier lists, but we're actually going to do it as a live event on the Tier Maker website. So I'm going to put in the chat the link, because you guys, not only with us here and talking about it in the chat, you can say, which film, where you think this film should go, but you can actually vote live as well. At least that's the hope. As long as technology works, and Jake, sometimes it just doesn't work. That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. We're going to try it anyways, because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Oh.
Okay. Let me...
It's getting kinky tonight when it's just me and Knight, man.
Wow. Who would have thought? God. Okay. So guys, I put the link in the chat, and Erica or anyone else, if you guys can, share it a couple times. It should work. If it doesn't, let me know. But we have what's called a lethal horror movie clash that is an actual live event right now. Okay. Now, because it's only us, Jake, and not Steven and Fate here yet. Well, actually, this might be kind of easy. Our tastes kind of aligned quite a bit. We're gonna go movie by movie, and I'm just gonna scroll down just to show you guys. We've got a bunch. We've got a bunch. I forgot how many. I know it's at least 60 or 65, at least. But let's see what we get here, man. We've got our 5 categories for these movies. We've got the cream, which is the top of the top, the best of the best. And then in our second level, we've got Ooh Baby. And if you are a fan of Friday the 13th Part 5, you know what I'm talking about. In our middle level, or the meh, or it's okay level, it needs a touch up. And then in fourth, we've got Billy's Mother. Meaning, I'm not a big fan of the film. It just, there were issues with it. And of course, the final level, the dark territory level, meaning it absolutely sucks, is called Sucks on So Many Levels. Okay. So I think we got this kind of prepped up. Hey, Val, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. So Jake, let's start off. It starts us off with, now let me just also say this, and I'll make sure I say this to Steven and to Fate as well. If you haven't seen the film, obviously you don't have to vote. You can just say I haven't seen it. I think there might be 1 or 2 in this list that I actually haven't seen either.
Gotcha.
So Planet Terror is up first. Now, what we have is when I hit play, we've got 90 seconds to score it.
Ooh, that's okay.
And I think between us is going to be fine. If it was 4 of us, I think that would have been the challenge. So I'd already preset it to 90 for 4. If it was just me and you, I would have put it to like 15 just for the fun of it. But when I hit play, we'll start, and I'm going to hit it now. Boop. Okay. Planet Terror. Have you seen that film? And if so, where would you rank it?
Oh, yeah, dude, this is legit one of my favorite zombie movies. I think it is disgusting. It's bloody. It's got a great cast, like a stellar cast across the board. And it's campy as hell. I love everything about it. It goes, to me, this is cream, baby. Give me that cream. Give me that dream.
All right. I think, man, I also got to go with the cream on this, man. It's so much fun. I really have fun with this film, and I've watched it a lot. So this is kind of easy for me. I'm going to the cream. Okay. Very, very cool. And we got a couple other votes, it looks like, going in as well. We got 2 people for the cream, 2 people for needs a touch up. We got 1 person for Ooh Baby. And we've got 30 seconds, people. 30 seconds. Put in your votes. We got 14 participants. This is exciting. It's like a horse race. Let's go. Let's go. But it is a great movie.
Who's your favorite cast member here, man? There's so many great options to choose from.
Dude, right? There's so many. Like, obviously, you got to love Rose McGowan. I thought, bro, when I saw this, I was like, man, she's got to do more movies like this. She was amazing. I also loved Michael Biehn. He was great in it. So many, bro. It was just great. I loved it. And I've watched it many, many times. Saw it in the theater, too, as the double feature with Death Proof. It was good.
Oh,
it was
nice.
Good. All right, guys. So now we've got next up, the Last House on the Left from 1972. And Jake, the great Wes Craven has entered the building. Where does this movie land for you?
This is a weird one, man. I watched this for the first time maybe a year ago. Just quick thought. It's a hard one to watch, but I think if you can stomach it, it's a solid. Maybe I'd even go so far as to say underrated from Mr. Craven. I'd put it in Ooh Baby. Okay. I don't think I wouldn't put it at the top of the list or anything, but it's solid. It's a really, really interesting flick.
Yeah, man. This movie, this is all kinds of dirty. I mean,
yeah.
Good God, man. I'll never forget. We did a live discussion on it, and it was around Christmas time a couple years ago. That was a bad choice. This movie is rough, and I love Wes, but I have to agree with you, man. I can't go with the cream. I know some people, they really put it up there as a cult classic, and in a lot of ways it is, but I can't watch it a lot because it's just so damn heavy. So I'm going Ooh Baby as well.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
it's dark, man. It's a dark one, and it handles it almost like with comedy, which is kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Like there's kind of like a goofy score. We're moving on to the next thing though, but I just had to get that point out there.
No, you're right. No, I think we can handle it in 90 seconds. But you're right. It does have a little bit of the goofiness in there, with the cop, with your boy from Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Martin, you know who I'm talking about. Kreese himself. Yeah, it's like, what's going on, man? But next up, we do have Valentine. And when we're talking about movies that followed the Scream formula, this is one of them. Where does this go for you, man?
This has got a great twist to it, and I love it. I will be honest, I've seen it twice now, and the first time I loved it because of the twist. Second time kind of felt a little lower for me, I'll be honest. I'm gonna put it in just right in the middle, needs a touch up. Great twist. Some other stuff, not so great though.
Yeah, and I've got to revisit it. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched it probably in about 2 years. There was a lot of fun stuff in it. I did like the cast. The twist was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst thing. But I don't know, man. I wish they could have done more with the kills.
100%.
There were a couple kills that were all right, but I'm just feeling a little dirty today, man. I'm gonna go with Billy's mother.
Ooh.
So let's do this. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Oh damn, you won. All right, it goes to needs a touch up. Wow, you picked it perfectly.
Bam, I've read your mind, Knight. Let's go.
What is going on here?
Same wavelength tonight, man.
Jesus. You picked it right in there. I was like, one of us is gonna get our vote. All right. So you're all right, man. Urban legend. Yeah, this one's a lot of fun. I would say me personally, I'd go with Ooh Baby. I do really enjoy Urban Legend. The premise was so much fun.
This is an Ooh Baby for me too. I think in terms of like taking the Scream format, doing your own thing with it, this movie I think is the best of the copycats, so to say. I don't think it stoops down to that level. It's got its own thing going on, but got a pretty good twist. I really like the killer reveal quite a bit, and I like the commitment to the format. The idea that all the kills kind of revolve around an urban legend. It commits to that, and a lot of respect there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going Ooh Baby. All right.
Oh yeah.
Very, very cool. All right, guys. And thank you guys for those who are voting. This is looking pretty interesting. This is our list, the way it looks right here on the screen, what me and Jake have come up with. But then with most votes, let's see where it goes. It doesn't change that much. Average vote is Ooh Baby. So we haven't had a lot of cream tonight from the folks. We've been given all the cream, bro. All right. I'm bad. It's been one of those days, man.
Well, speaking of cream, man, I think this one might get up there.
I hope so. I mean, what are you thinking? It's Saw.
Oh, it's Saw, baby. Yeah, no, this is cream of the crop. I would even go so far as to say this is one of the best horror movies ever made, man. I love if we're talking about twists, this is the best one so far, without a doubt. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm totally going to agree with you. And for you guys jumping into the chat, welcome. We appreciate you being here. Join our live event where you can vote yourself for this tier list. And we're going to see how it all shakes up in the end. But I agree with you, man. There's no more I need to say. James Wan and Lee Winnell, they knocked it out of the friggin' park. When I saw the twist, man, it got me so good. I was like, wow, that is awesome.
It's such a stand up, like grab your head and freak out with that score playing on. I love it.
Yes.
Love it so much.
Every time I hear that score, man, it just kind of gets me like pumped up. It's like Saw really did some great stuff as a franchise and for horror in the 2000s, and sometimes I think it gets a little bit unappreciated. You know what I'm saying?
The
Underappreciated.
sequels kind of out. I think some people would say the sequels outshine it for focusing more on the traps, but like as a standalone, man, that original is amazing. I'm excited for the Blumhouse reboot too. Whatever they end up doing with it.
I hope so too, man. I think it's gonna be good. I really do. I have faith. I have faith. Ooh, Hatchet. Talk about like a slasher from yesteryear. I believe this was from 2006, I think. I can't remember, but we had Kane Hodder as Victor Crowley ripping heads and crap. Have you seen this one?
I have.
Ooh, okay. Tell me what you think.
I had a lot of people tell me, "Oh, Jake, you love the Terrifier movies. You got to watch Hatchet." And dude, in the kills, it delivers 100%.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the minority here. I don't really love the story that much. I'm gonna be real. The kills are sick as fuck. I love seeing, what's his Kane Hodder. You literally just said him. Yep. I love him being another slasher. And doesn't he play the dad too, if I'm not mistaken?
I think so. Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, there's a great. So many great horror actors in this entire series. Tony Todd shows up a little more in the sequel, which is cool. But I like it. I just didn't love it. I don't know. I would put personally needs a touch up Billy's mother for me personally, somewhere in between there.
I'm going with Billy's mother too. I think that, it's not that it's bad, but I just think they could have done more. It's like it just didn't hit on all cylinders for me. But if you're a fan of Terrifier, I agree. This is definitely a movie to check out. But I'm leaning towards Billy's mother. What do you think? I'll let you pick either one.
I'm probably going Billy's mother, honestly. Good kills, but like that's my only real like strong positive I feel with that one.
Okay. All right. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Ooh. This was a cool movie. It didn't hit all the heights I wanted it to hit, though. It had some great moments. Had some moments where it's maybe a little too dark. I remember seeing it in the theater, and I'm like, "Bro, what's happening? Can someone turn on a light?" But but I did like a lot of it, and there was some good performances. I would probably say I'd go with Needs a Touch Up.
It's interesting. This one has its fans now, which I think is really cool, and I'm glad it does. I thought they could have done more with the Dracula on a ship vibes. Like I love the nautical setting, which is great. Vampires mixed with that is sick, and it's literally based on that one chapter in the original Dracula novel, right?
Right.
Lots to love with the concept with this one. I just don't know if I love the overall execution, which is really unfortunate. But potential was there. I just don't know if they really hit all the right cylinders for me personally.
Yeah. All right. Do you think it should go with Needs a Touch Up?
I can see going with that.
Okay.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I agree too. I wanted more, and I suppose at least I enjoyed it enough to want more. But yeah, I just think that like you said, Dracula on a ship. I mean, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. All right. Ooh, Psycho 2, the late great Anthony Perkins in rare form, rocking and rolling at the Bates Motel. What are you thinking, man?
This is a recent watch for me too. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would. When I heard that there was Psycho sequels, which again, very new concept to me, I expected nothing. And this is a good movie, dude. It's very 80s, which again, very unexpected. You wouldn't see that from a Psycho sequel, I don't think, but I think it's done well. It may be a little slow is my only real big criticism, but man, I'd put it in Ooh Baby.
Okay, all right. And by the way, for you guys jumping in, we appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Jump into our live event where you too can vote as the movies pop up on the screen. We have the link that we put in the chat, and I'm going to put it in again. Man, Psycho 2, I love Psycho 2, man. I really do. I would say it's the cream, man. And granted, I grew up with it. I just think Norman Bates, such a great character and so forth. I've seen this movie so many times over the years, and as a kid, it freaked me out. Now, I will admit it's a slow burn, but I think it's such an underrated and underappreciated sequel. I'd go with the cream, man.
Dude, I feel you're convincing me. You're convincing me big time, because I think that it's so much more about him versus like the situation like in the first one. I feel like that's more about like the mom and all the MacGuffin, all that stuff going on, but this is more about Norman, which is cool. So I love Psycho too. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. The final chapter is time for Crispin Glover to do his thing. Jake, what are you thinking of Friday the 13th Part 4?
I'm just going to be real, for the dance alone, this might have to be Cream. For single-handedly that might push it all the way to the top for me. I love, dude, this is one of my favorite Friday movies. I love it so much. It's got some ridiculous character. It's not a dead fuck. And I just, great movie. Just a really fun slasher.
That was great. I love it too, man. I think it's one of the best slashers, especially from the 80s. It gives you everything you want. You got the characters, you got the camp, you got Jason. Ted White, who was like 58 at the time, was ridiculous how physical he was. It was great. Look, you guys know what channel you're on right now. I'm going with the Cream, okay? Unless Jake doesn't want it, I think we should put Friday 4 at the Cream. I think it's just a prototypical slasher.
Oh, Knight, I always want the Cream from you, my dude.
God, man. Oh, man. All right. And there we go. We're going with the Cream. All right. Jesus. Oh, you trip me out, man. All right, guys. Get your votes in, man. We've got 33% of films have gone to the Cream, but 44 has gone to Ooh Baby. Ooh. Are we going to get any sucks on so many levels? That's the question. Ooh, Hard Eyes. Man, what do you think of Hard Eyes, and which level should it go on?
I just was not as hot on this one as other folks were. I think it's fun for the characters ultimately. I this might be a Billy's Mother for me personally. It's just maybe a hot take. I just I saw the twist coming from a mile away, and this movie kind of relies on that a little bit personally.
Yeah. I had fun with it, man. I appreciated the killer and the new tech and everything that he had as far as weapons. I loved Olivia and Mason as the leads. They were fun and all of that. I'd go with Ooh Baby. But you know what? Let's break the tie. We got someone in the back. Here he is. We got Fate decided. Fate, where should Hard Eyes go?
Where are we? Anyway, what are we doing?
We're putting them in our categories. The top is the Cream. Second level, which is good, is Ooh Baby. Third, meaning it's okay, is needs a touch up. You don't like it, is Billy's Mother. And that it sucks on so many levels mean it is the worst piece of crap ever. And what do you think about Hard Eyes?
Billy's Mother. I think
All right.
it's Billy's Mother. I just thought it was. I felt. Hi everybody. By the way, I see everyone in the chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think Hard Eyes. I think Hard Eyes is. It's one of those movies that I felt tried too hard. It's one of those movies that I felt like. We talked about this in the last live stream, right? Like sometimes the best answer is the simple answer. Sometimes, simplicity sells. And I just felt like they tried to, like, it felt like, I don't know, it was just disappointing. Kind of felt like a B-rated horror movie that was basically presented as that, but was trying to be passed off as not. I just felt like the ending and whatnot, I just felt was pretty rough personally. So what did you guys say? What did you guys say with Hard Eyes?
Jake was saying Billy's Mother as well.
Oh, really?
I think.
Oh, wow.
Right,
Really?
Jake?
I thought you liked Hard Eyes, Jake.
It's okay. Twist kind of ruined it for me. We're on to It Chapter 2 now, though. We got to move. We got a time limit on this, Fate. Or did you pause it?
I did pause it because I'm like the man behind the curtain. That's what I'm like. And we also have Steven in the chat. I thought I emailed it to all three of you guys. I'm pretty sure I did, but let me put it into your Instagram, Steven. Okay, so we are literally paused, everyone. Oh, okay, there we go. Hey, here he is. Let me bring in The Last of Us. And I don't mean the TV show or the
I thought
video
you were
game.
referencing that. I was like, what's going on? Hang on now.
Right.
Hey guys.
What's up? What's up, Steven?
Oh, sorry I'm late, but I'm glad I got here in time because hang on a second.
Yeah.
We'll slow it down. Go back to Hard Eyes, please. I've been like sitting there like, wait. I gotta get
You're like, no,
I know.
It can't go to
go.
Billy's Mother. It happened, bro. It happened. I'm sorry.
It landed in the middle, though, which I thought was kind of cool for the most votes.
It's
for
just
most
too low.
votes.
For me, it's too low. But okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I really
Poor
liked it. I really
Steven.
enjoyed it.
Steven's like, don't do that. Okay, so listen. So the event is paused right now. It is live. So for you guys in the chat, you guys can join it and vote as well. And we can check out what the scores are at the end. So we've got 90 seconds, guys, to give our vote for which category the film goes in. Okay. So I guess the easiest way to do it is I'll start with Jake and then Fate and then Steven, and then I'll end it. Okay. So the next film up is It Chapter 2. Okay. Now I paused it after about 20 something seconds. So I'm going to give Jake, his regular amount of time, and then Fate, when you start, I'll start the countdown. Okay.
Okay.
All
How
right.
does this work? I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm so sorry. I don't understand.
It's just a tier list, but in this particular tier list, the movies pop up for us automatically. So instead of me scrolling and moving them, it's popping up automatically. And we also have a live event where people in the chat can use the link and go into the website itself and also vote. So we'll be able to see their votes as well.
Dude, is that Valentine? It needs a touch up. Are you guys kidding? Are y'all kidding me?
Wow. Who would have
I just got here, Steven.
Is this like the Twilight Zone?
Look at hold on, man. Let me bring us up.
Oh, dude.
Listen to Fate. It wasn't me, Steven.
That's true. Thank you, Fate.
Oh, hey, look who heard you guys. Let's get her out the way.
Oh, Socks is here. Yo.
Oh, man.
What's up?
We heard you guys talking.
Bro, that is wow.
Steven is about to lay the smack down.
Steven, to defend our points there, though, we said the twist rocked, but we felt that they could have done more with the kills.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I guess you could always do more with kills, I guess. But I thought the story was great and the twist was great. And I mean, there were still kills. I mean, people died. I'm just saying. I mean,
they're kind of, I don't know. That's how they are to me. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but when I say Scream 6, that's because of no kills. All of a sudden, everybody loves Scream 6.
That has the most kills in a film ever, actually.
Ever.
Ever.
It's got more kills than Predator.
Yeah.
All right. So Val was like, Jake and Knight were out of control, Steven. Were we, though?
I'll watch that replay. I think you were going to some funny business, folks. I'm telling you.
A lot of shenanigans and tomfoolery in this stream.
I suspect.
Hey, look. Erica's like, Craven isn't happy with us.
He's here to lay down the law now, though.
Yeah, not real happy, guys. You're letting me down a little bit.
Wow. Well, you know who hasn't let me down, Steven? And that's Mr. Rick, who has a channel member anniversary for 6 months. Thank you so much, bro.
Ooh,
I appreciate you.
For Jake's poster.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, let me just say something too, man, because I think of Jake a lot. And not just because he's a really cool guy, but I've got his poster in my living room too, man. And when I glance over at him, like, yeah, I know that guy.
Wait, like a poster of his face,
my
or
friend.
like a poster
Dude,
of
it's
yeah. You got like you guys see White Chicks where Terry Crews is on the that's a big Nate Knight's got like a big that's my trainer. Like,
oh man, that's crazy. And Mr. Rick, thank you so much, man. And I definitely think Kevin Williamson is going to do a lot of things that they want to do in the past, like we've talked about before. I think it's true. And Steven, did you?
Dude, I was trying to get your attention. I'm like, bro,
I'm so sorry, bro.
Yeah, we were on Hard Eyes. I'm like, I gotta send this freaking super chat because it's Hard Eyes. I gotta.
I'm so sorry.
As we all know, super chats get top priority. So Craven knew. He knew the deal.
He's living the rules.
Right.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right. So look. You guys, I'm sorry, Steven. Seriously, I mean it.
It's all
seriously,
good, bro. It's all good.
All right. So, Jake, what do we think about It Chapter 2?
You know, I hated this movie the first time I saw it, but like I watched it with my mom and she really likes it, so it's grown on me. That's my reasoning. No, honestly, I think I weirdly really like the buildup of this movie the more I watch it. I still am not crazy about bullying him to death. I don't know if that 100% works for me, but there's a lot of really good moments and sequences throughout this one. I think I'm going to put it in needs a touch up. That's my right in the middle there.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start the countdown. And Fate, what are your thoughts? We've got 59 seconds.
This is part 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, because if it's part 1, probably biased. But part 2, I agree, needs a touch up. In all honesty, like I felt like, honestly, I thought for a remake, both It's were actually better compared to many of the other remakes. I also might have a bias because I love the original It. The original It is more storytelling, where this was more horror and gore, right? But I love the original storytelling of the original, right? Mm-hmm. So I felt like this was more of a modern adaptation, which was fine, but it didn't quite hit this part 2 didn't quite hit for me the way that I wanted to. So needs a touch up for me too.
Steven, how about you? 16 seconds.
Yeah, needs a touch up. I pretty much agree with what Fate said. I'm not a big It fan in general. So
okay.
Yeah. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it needs a touch up.
All right. I agree. And I got it in just at the end, guys. Barely. Okay. 86 seconds. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Jake, what are we thinking?
Cream, baby. This is crazy underrated, man. This movie's insane. I love it so much. I went out of my way to buy the 4K of this one with shitty sound. Night, I don't care. I love it. Give me this movie all day, every day. Top of the list.
Okay. Fate, what do you think?
Somebody give me a coat hanger to scratch the top of my head. Cream. Cream. It is cream. This movie, like, talk about one of those. Look, it is terrible in a lot of ways, but it is so great. Like, this is one of my guilty pleasure movies. Like, I actually like watching this. I'm not saying it's a better movie, but I actually like watching this more than the original. I think this one's more fun. Like, it's more fun. The original is brilliant, all-time great, love it, but this one's more fun. So.
Okay. All right. Steven, what are you thinking about TCM2?
I never saw TCM2. I've never seen it.
Oh, my God.
Dude. Oh, man.
Dude, we gotta do a watch party, bro. Well, I'm gonna make this. Yeah, no, it is bat. You know what? Crazy. Well, I'm gonna make this easy because I agree. It's got to go to the cream, man. This movie is bonkers.
It's like the scary movie version of the original.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy. Great analogy.
Toby Hooper was like, screw all of that crap. Let's do it the real way. All right.
All right. I gotta see it.
Next up, we've got Thanksgiving. Jake, what are we thinking?
I love this movie, man. I think I like this movie more than it deserves. I'm giving it cream, barely, like just barely hitting the cream for me. The kills are great. Twist is pretty solid. Characters are decent. I like it.
Okay, Fate.
Yeah, this is tough. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was cream good. Right, you know, like, the cream is the cream, baby. You got to work for that. I want to say needs a touch up, but because I don't want to have you guys yell at me over Thanksgiving, I'll say, ooh, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. Steven, what are you thinking?
Cream, baby. Oh, yeah. John Carver. I hope he becomes a new horror icon in the franchise. I really do.
All right. You know, I gotta agree, man. This movie is so much fun. The kills are great. Yep. The villain is great. What he's doing is great. I just enjoyed it so much. It was almost like, yeah, man, we're back, you know, with a slasher that, you know, wasn't one of the OGs or a legacy franchise. Yeah. And I hope that it keeps going. I really do. Hopefully the second one's going to be great. So I'm going with the cream.
Yes, sir.
It was really, really good. All right.
It's all right.
What was that?
So we all make bad choices. It's all right.
All right. Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Jake, what are we thinking?
Dude, I want to like this movie so bad. Like, I want to like. I keep coming back to it because I want to like it. I do not like this movie. I'm sorry, it totally misses with me. I love a lot of the crazy themes and ideas it gets into. It's such a weird swing from where the first one went from.
Right?
Lots of Night. I want to like this movie. It's Billy's Mother for me, man. I'm sorry. I just don't have too much love for it.
Ooh, boy. Fate, what are we thinking?
Jake said it beautifully. Like, I want to love that movie. I like that they kind of tried to make it this thing. I mean, I'll say Billy's Mother, but if you wanted to put it on sucks on so many levels, I wouldn't really complain. Like, I love it. I want to love it, right? Because it's a follow up to such a great classic. But I feel like it's too wacky based on the original. Like, to follow that up. When they started getting off the rails a little bit, sure. But right after the direct sequel, this one kind of, I just felt really missed the mark. And it's like, it's almost like this was a parody of the original in a lot of ways. So,
all right. Billy's Mother. Okay, Steven, how about you?
Billy's Mother as well for me on this one, sadly. Yeah.
All right. Well, then that wins, that wins the majority. So it's, wow, Elm Street 2 at Billy's Mother. Woo! Who would have thought? Smile 2, Jake.
Not criminally underrated, slightly underrated. There's been some weird hate for this movie. I don't get it. I think it tops the original on every facet. Like, it focuses on my favorite elements of the first movie, like solely, almost entirely. The whole idea of like distorting reality and like whatever she thinks is happening, it's something else entirely. Like, I love that. There's so many twists and turns. Love the main character. I can't remember the actress's name, but love this one. This is cream.
All right. How about you, Fate?
I'd say, oh baby. I did think it was better than the original. I just, I don't know. Like, I felt like it was one of those movies that dragged on a little too long. Like, I felt like it was one of those movies where, like, if you just cut like 10 minutes from it, I think it would have been a perfect kind of clean cut movie. Like, I felt like we established what you wanted to establish, and they kind of dragged it on a little too much for me, to where it was kind of like, can we just kind of get to the third act? We kind of know what to expect. But yeah, I think it was a good movie. Not like Cream. I'm not creaming for Smile 2. So.
Wow.
Steven, how about you?
Oh gosh. Ooh baby. I hate to say that after what Fate just said, but Ooh baby is my choice for Smile 2.
All right. Okay, let's see what we got next. Next is Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn, the original.
Oh boy.
Steven, I'll start with you. We'll go backwards.
Yeah, I actually thought this was a fun movie. I mean, I watched it with you on a watch party. It's my first time watch, and they're not afraid to get gory. And of course, it gets a lot gorier later. I think the sequels, but I enjoyed it though. I like the first one. I'm going to go needs a touch up just because I don't think it reaches the ooh baby level for me.
Ooh, okay. All right. Yeah. Fate, how about you?
Personally, I would put it as Cream. I love this movie. Love this movie.
Wow.
But removing my bias, it's oh baby. It's a good movie. It does what it wants to do. It's one of I just have a really fond memory seeing it in theaters and stuff like. So it's kind of like like a nostalgia thing. And I just I literally watched this movie the other day, or not the other day. It was probably a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, on Netflix, and I loved it as much as I did when I originally did it. Like I was like, dude, I love this movie so much. It's just well done. But yeah, oh baby, I think is the proper score. But
all right, Jake.
Solid slasher for the thousands, crazy kills, some bizarre villains. I'd put it in needs a touch up. It's okay. It does what it needs to do.
I go with ooh baby. It's crazy as hell.
Right.
All right. Dawn of the Dead from 1978, I believe. Steven, what do you think? George A. Romero, the late great.
I was dragged to a theater as a young child. And I remember watching this movie like this the whole time. And when they started pulling intestines out of stomachs, I'm like 6 years old, bro. It's too much for my brain to process at that age, so it horrified me.
Yeah.
I've never rewatched it as an adult, so I'm gonna put.
Ooh.
I never have, never gone back to it. I'm gonna put it at. I'm gonna put it at Billy's mother for me, man. I just that's my only memory of it. So
Okay. All right. Fate, how about you?
They're coming for you, Barbara. I think given the history of Dawn of the Dead and what it did for iconic zombie and horror, I think it deserves cream.
Mhm.
But movie-wise, I would put it in needs a touch-up. Right?
Okay.
For the time, it was as great as it gets. But some of those old movies aged very well. I feel like this one is not one of those that aged great. It's more of like a horror nostalgia love, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jake.
It's like you have
A
to
cream dream from the spleen, baby. Cream, 10 out of 10.
I agree, man. It is cream. It's amazing. I love Dawn of the Dead. All right. Companion. Steven, let's start with you again. What do you think?
Oh man, what a great movie! I really enjoyed it. Seen it a few times, and I think some Sophie Thatcher was fantastic. Jack Champion. I'm easily giving this an ooh baby. It's an ooh baby for me. Solid.
Okay. All right. Fate, how about you, man?
I haven't seen it yet, so
Ooh,
I can't
okay.
really score it. So
Yep.
because I haven't seen it, sucks on so many levels. There.
Dude, that just means you skip. Jake, what'd you think of Companion?
I really liked it. It's solid. I do feel it's mildly overrated. Like just a little. It's kind of just Ex Machina, but like the silly version.
Okay. All right. You win on that. That was a good one.
But like I still put it like needs a touch up, like low ooh baby. I'd be okay with that,
All right. So you're going with ooh baby?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
There you go, Jake.
Steven, you're going with ooh baby?
I am.
Okay, I'll go with ooh baby as well. I really enjoyed the hell out of
Me
this
too.
film, but I can agree it's kind of like a sillier version of Ex Machina. But it's fun, I
It's
think
a great
so-
story though.
Yeah, look, I think it should have done better in the theaters personally, but
Same.
it is
Yep.
what it is, guys. We get new horror and it doesn't do well in the theater. It sucks. All right. Evil Dead from 2013. Steven, what do you think, man?
I have not seen the remake of 2013.
Okay.
I saw Rise, the last one, but I haven't seen that
That's right. Okay. All right. How about you, Fate?
I actually think this is one of the better remakes in a like horror franchise. Like usually they kind of suck. Like I think this was actually well done, especially for like a modern take, gore, all that stuff. I don't think it was a perfect movie though. I like low, kind of like what Jake said with Companion, like low oh baby. I think probably more needs a touch up because I do think there was a lot of like certain like elements and stuff that I felt like again kind of dragged on. But if you wanted to put in ooh baby, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. Jake, save us, man. What's going on here?
Hot take. This is one of my all-time favorite horror movies. This
There you
is
go.
like in my top 10 list forever. It's cream easy.
You're all right, man. Listen, man, this has to be the cream. This movie was freaking amazing. I love this movie.
I love the
Truly
characters. The kills are so hard to watch. I think it does the original justice so much more than like
Yes.
pretty much every remake from the time. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, man. All right, we got it to cream because the two of us went with it. All right. 1988's The Blob. Jake, let's start with you. Another remake here. What are your thoughts on The Blob?
Another one of my favorite horror movies. I hate to sound like a broken record, but this is so good. Like this is such an excellent, gross, goopy movie with some brutal kills, great characters, early Shawnee Smith performance. So much to love about this
Yes.
one. It's cream for me.
All right. Fate, what are your thoughts?
I don't really know how to judge because like I'm not like a fan of the Blob movies, but I don't hate them.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, for me, I'd probably say needs a touch up because I don't think it's like ooh baby for me or cream for me. But
Okay.
I'll let it. I'll divert this one to the panel.
Diverted. Okay, Steven, what do you think of the Blob from 1988?
Hey man, I enjoyed it back then. I haven't seen it since like probably around that time it came out, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun ride remembering back. So I'm gonna go with oh baby on that one, man.
Okay. I love it too. It's a lot of fun. And I would probably go with Ooh Baby as well. It's right, it's looking in the doorway of the cream, but it can't squeeze its way in, but I'd go with Ooh Baby. But it's great.
No pun intended, right?
Nope. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. All right, so two of us went with Ooh Baby, so it looks like it gets that. All right. Let's see what we have next. When Evil Lurks.
Oh.
Jake, let's start with you. What have you seen this, and if so, what do you think?
Oh yeah, this is brutal. I'd almost call it a modern masterpiece. I love it a lot, and I feel like more people should give it a chance, even though it's a foreign film. I'd give it a very strong ooh baby.
Okay, all right, Fate. What do you think?
Does someone quickly remind me what this movie's about? I feel like I've seen it, but I can't think. I can't.
The dog.
Yeah, the dog. Oh my god!
If you remember that scene, you'll remember the movie.
Ain't that the friggin' truth?
Is it how new is it?
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Last year.
Oh wow!
And I probably have seen it. I don't remember it, so I don't think it'd be fair for me to judge it. So
Agreed.
I'll pass it to Craven.
I didn't see this one.
All right, no problem. It was intense. I can tell you that. It totally it blew my mind, some of the stuff they were doing, and like Jake said, the dog, that was just like, wait a minute, that's not supposed to happen in a movie.
No, I can't watch that.
Even a horror movie. It's not exactly what you think though, Steven, and that's the thing. It's like, what? Wow. I think I'd go with Jake. You went with Ooh Baby.
Dude, if you wanted to go Cream, I'd be totally fine with that. This movie I could see it deserving that.
I'll go with Ooh Baby.
I have seen this movie.
Okay.
I go with Ooh Baby. It's really, really cool. Although I will admit I've only seen it twice.
I've only seen it once, and I need to give it more time, I feel,
Yeah, me too. I got to absorb it more.
I'll say Ooh Baby. I have seen it. I'm looking at images and stuff on Google, and
okay.
Yeah, I have seen that movie.
All right.
I'll say Ooh Baby too. Yeah.
Cool. Pearl. Jake, what are we thinking about Mia Goth in Pearl?
Oh my god, I love this movie, dude. Mia Goth is so crazy. I want to just immediately go to Cream, but I can't just keep saying that with every movie. This is like maybe my favorite Mia Goth performance ever, and that's saying something across all the excellent horror films she's put out in the last like 5, 6, 7 years. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go Ooh Baby, just reluctantly.
Okay. Fate, how about you?
So what is it? It's X, Pearl, and then Maxine, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Pearl, I'd say needed to touch up. I thought X was, if it was X, I'd say Cream. Maxine, I'd say Ooh Baby. I think Pearl, for me, felt like it needed a touch up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, Mia Goth, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Love her. I just felt like it was coming off of X, and I get the idea, and I get why it was important. I just felt, for me, it was a little kind of slow, a little too slow pace for coming off of X. Like, I almost feel like this should have happened first, and then bled into X, and then bled into Maxine. And I think you would have had like this just beautiful trilogy. I just felt like it was awkwardly placed in between X and Maxine.
I could see that. Okay. Steven, how about you, man?
Oh, if this had been X, it would have been Cream, but it's going to be Oh Baby. All on the heads, all on the shoulders of Mia Goth. Unbelievable.
Okay. All right. Next up, we've got An American Werewolf in London. Jake, what are we thinking about this?
Dude, that transformation scene, I think, shoots this into best werewolf movie of all time for me personally. I think for that reason alone, I'd have to give it Cream. It's such a landmark horror film, a must-see.
All right. Fate.
It is Cream for me. I love this movie. This is actually, I've probably seen this movie more times than anyone would want to admit. This was one of the first, like, I want to say like handfuls or couple handfuls of horror movies that I watched when I was younger, like as like a kid. So like just the nostalgia, the memories, the scenes, Like I love this movie. When his buddy, it's been long enough, right? But like when his buddy's all scraped up, like just standing, like oh man, some of those scenes I love that movie. It's Cream for me.
Okay, Steven, how about you?
I'll be quick. It's Cream for me. Probably the best overall werewolf movie I've ever seen. And I like a lot of others, but that's gonna be Cream for me.
Okay, well, I'm going with the Cream as well because it's just an amazing movie, and I think John Landis did a hell of a job in having that comedic nature with it, and such a great transformation, no doubt. Okay, next up we got Underworld. Ooh, Jake, what are we thinking about Kate Beckinsale?
Oh my God, I love this trashy movie. I watched this like a million times when I was younger. I was just obsessed with this and the Resident Evil movies. It's not like, I'm going to be real, I don't think it's a good movie, but like I love it. So like I think finding some middle ground with my bias there needs a touch up. Ooh baby.
Okay. All right. Fate, what do you think?
So if my cousin that I grew up with was here, this would be Cream, and he'd be creaming all over the place. But for me,
wow.
For me, I'll say Ooh Baby. Like it's a great just action, horror movie. There's like 15 of them. Kate Beckinsale. I mean, come on, what do you say about Kate Beckinsale? But a lot. I'd say Ooh Baby.
All right, Steven, what do you think?
I gotta go with Needs a Touch Up. It's a fun movie, but it's hard to take it as serious as some of the other stuff. So I gotta go Needs a Touch Up.
That's a good point. I do agree. You don't take it as seriously, but man, look, I didn't care. I just
like sit back, watch it, turn your brain off, and just enjoy the show.
Right.
It's one of those, right? Which I don't mind sometimes, especially when, I feel like this is a movie that knew what it wanted to be.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, so I got to go with Ooh Baby as well. Now let's do this real quick. I want to just take a look at our list. This is what our list looks like right now. We've got 8 films in the Cream. 42% of the films have gone to the Cream. Ooh Baby has 6. Needs a Touch Up has 3, and Billy's Mother has 2. Woo! Wow. All right. Wow. Just saying. To
be fair, half of those movies, me and Craven weren't here, but
this is true. We missed the entire first half of the show.
It's true. All right, now real quick. Now I have it paused. I just want to catch up to the chat for a quick moment. We got other people jumping in. Thank you guys for jumping in. As always, we appreciate it. Atrol, what's up, man? Saying seen American Psycho 2 the other day. I like what they did with that movie. Always heard about it, but must say I want to watch it again. Ooh, okay. Very, very cool. And we also got let's just double check here. I know we had our good buddy Jason in the chat, and let me just pull up his super chat, and we appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Coming in with a $10. Very cool.
$10.
Pretty much. I say, what is Cream? It's all your amazing channels. Shout out to As It Stands Lakers. Love you all. Phantasm and Alligator are Cream. Bathroom Stall Cream.
There we go.
Knight's Voice Super Cream. Okay. Jason, you're all right, man.
Jason's familiar with glory holes, that's for sure.
Wow. Wait a second. That's too bad.
That's way too bad.
That's too bad. Just for the fun. No, I'm not even going to do it. I was thinking of. That's okay. I know. Steven's like, I don't need to get sick. I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead and play it.
Jason. Appreciate it. You're awesome.
I won't look, dude. Go. It's all good.
He's like, go. All right.
Prepared me.
I prepared you. Okay, guys, let's do a super chat clip. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd they go?
Oh,
wow. You guys just jumped out. That was weird.
Whoa.
I just clicked the thing to play a clip. All right, let's play a super chat clip. Jason, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And let's just, sometimes, Jake, when you think you're doing a good thing in life, you might find out that there's something waiting for you, and it may not be that great. And it could look like this.
Helvetes dritt alltså! Det skulle ha varit med en gång! In i öra och hela dritt det här! Ifrån kondomer med dig pinade leje och knajsa på dessa här cowboyturer!
Wow.
That was a condom, I think. At the end.
Yeah, I think it was. I couldn't look.
Steven, the first time I showed it to Steven, he was losing it, man. Oh my God. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You guys are all right. Thank you so much. Seriously, Jason, we appreciate you. And also, we also have another super chat coming in. Hollywood guy, what's up, man? Said, I'm a fan of Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. Anyone else a fan? Yeah, that was a fun one.
How can you not?
Another Kate Beckinsale movie.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you.
Hugh Jackman's Scream for sure.
We win. All right. Okay, guys.
Going on here tonight.
It's all over the place, man. It really is.
You gotta clean up, man. I got clean up crew after this.
Yeah.
All right, let's go through a couple more, guys. Again, for you guys in the chat, if you'd like to join the live event where you can vote as well, we have the link in the chat. I'm putting the link in there again. You can join and vote, and at the end, or whenever we stop, that is, we'll take a look and see what the audience has voted. It actually looks a bit different than ours, so just saying, it's kind of interesting. Okay.
Knight, hey, just real quick, you should pin that chat so that anybody who comes in just can see that real easy.
You know, that's a good point. You know, you're smart.
Leave it to the kids, man. It's the kids.
The kids, you know, it's that generation, bro.
Yeah,
it's that generation.
Jake Scream for sure.
You guys are gonna rule the world. Thank you so much, Jake. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
Jake's generation will soon be in charge of the government and everything else.
That kind of sounds like something interesting. Jake's generation. It's like,
that's true. Next in line.
We're ready.
That's right.
Back in my day, we didn't have cream. It was just a baby.
There you go. Right.
Oh.
All right. So next up, Jake, The Fog, the remake of The Fog. What are we thinking about this movie?
Oh no, the remake.
The remake, bro. It is
trash. I'm sorry. Sucks on so many levels. The original is so good, and this movie does it dirty. So I'm putting this at the bottom.
All right, Fate. What are we thinking?
I'm with it. I'm with Jake. I thought the remake was. I mean, the ending was kind of funny, but I just felt like one of those didn't need to be remade.
Yep.
All right, Steven, what do you think?
Yeah, I was gonna be nice to say Billy's mother.
Wow.
But I think I'm gonna go with sucks on so many levels.
Okay, all right. Dude, there is no other choice for this than sucks on so many levels. This is so bad. I'd never forget when I first saw it. I was so hyped up because I love the original. And man, I was so freaking disappointed, man. I started like kicking bricks and stuff. It's like, what are we doing with this movie? It was horrible. But one of these days, I'm going to do a watch party of it just for the fun of it, so I can crack it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Stuff with the Punisher.
Yeah, yeah, right. It's crazy. All right, so yes, we finally have a film in the sucks on so many levels category, and I don't think it'll be the last. All right.
Ooh.
Let's see. Well, that's just me. I mean, you guys might vote.
Do you know what's coming up ahead of time?
No. Well, actually, I do, but yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, so Jake,
that was a pivot.
well, I have to scroll to look at it, and I'm not scrolling because I got so many things going anyways.
That's all right,
Jake.
buddy.
When we talk about Creep, where should that go?
The original, the first one?
No, this is actually the Creep tapes. I'm sorry.
Okay, the show.
Yes.
I liked the show quite a bit. I wasn't totally sold on it till the last episode though. So I'm gonna say the last episode did it for me. All the other episodes solid, but a little like inconsequential. You know what I mean? It just kind of felt like random tapes, and I guess that's what else was I expecting? You know what I mean? But I guess right, yeah. I was expecting more. I don't know why, but I think I'd still put it in Ooh Baby. Like solid. I like both the movies more though, personally.
Okay, I agree with that. I do. Actually, I'll say "Ooh Baby" as well. I'll throw that out there. But Fate, how about you, man?
Well, I haven't had a chance to see the show yet. The
Mhm.
movies, I love the movies. I haven't seen the show.
Okay.
So I mean, if the show is anything like the movies, then I'd say "Ooh Baby," assuming
Okay.
that it's in that area.
All right.
Yeah,
Steven, how about you?
I've never seen Creep Tapes. Is it streaming somewhere? I'm sure, right?
Got it. Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. You guys talk highly of it, so
I think it's a blast. He's so creepy. Pun
It's streaming
intended.
on- Where's it? Streaming on HBO or Shutter?
Shutter.
Shutter. Okay, all right.
And and I'm just gonna pause it. Let me just say this: the two movies I think are so much fun. They really are.
Really?
Jake
I haven't
is
seen
right.
it.
Yeah, we did a discussion on it a while back on Slasher Movie Club, and it was total chance. We did not plan to watch Creep. We actually were thinking of a different movie, but we actually pulled up these movies, and we were like, well, let's just watch it. And man, I couldn't have been more happy. They were just so much fun. They were and really creepy. They really were. I mean, the concept is great. So definitely shout out to Creep. You guys should check it out. Okay. Well, Steven, let's start with you. We've got I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. What are we thinking about this?
I think it's a really fun movie. I've been wanting to watch it again recently, but I haven't done it yet. So, it's hard for me to go any higher than needs a touch up, just because I think it's just fun. It's like Fate said earlier, or one of you said, yeah, just turn the brain off and go with the movie. Have a good time. Eat some popcorn, you'll be good. So it needs a touch up.
Okay. Fate, how about you?
This is another movie that I have like nostalgia for, given like I saw it in theaters and like a particular memory. But if I remove my bias, I think at best it needs a touch up.
Okay.
I'd say needs a touch. I think needs a touch up is fair for this one.
Okay, Jake.
I am also super biased with this one. I think it's like oddly more fun than the original, but makes way less sense.
That's exactly right.
It's true.
Nothing about this movie makes sense to me, man. But I love it. I watch it all the time. I've honestly seen it more than the original. I removing my bias though. Again, I think needs a touch up is totally fair.
I agree. This movie has a lot of fun elements, and I want to love it. You know what I'm saying? And there's times when I'm like, yeah, this is really, really good. But the truth be told, when all is said and done, yeah, it's got to be what needs a touch up. I really think it needs to be there. Okay. Heretic. Ooh, Hugh Grant.
Oh, yeah.
Steven, let's start with you. What do you think?
All right. I watched this because I wanted to see Hugh Grant in this role. That's what drew me to it. And it's a movie that I will never watch again, but it was a masterfully made movie. I thought he executed it perfectly. This is an ooh baby movie, even though there's no reach to watchability for me. It's an ooh baby movie. It was done good, really good.
Okay. Fate, what do you think?
I think Hugh Grant was great. I think it's needs a touch up. I think like Hugh Grant really held that movie together. I think if you had even just slightly worse acting than Hugh Grant, I think that movie is Billy's Mother. But I think Hugh Grant really like made that film. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those movies where, but I just think given the story, the execution, kind of the way it, kind of played out, I think it's a needs a touch up.
Okay, Jake, what are we thinking?
I really agree with Craven and Fate. This is Hugh Grant's performance, excellent, interesting concept. I don't need to see it again. Like, I really don't feel that there's any rewatchability with this, but it's a well-made movie. Like, definitely see it if you haven't. A lot of strong points to be made about like religious commentary, which is cool. I liked it, but I again, I'm good. I don't think I ever need to see it again. So, ooh, baby needs a touch up. Yeah, I'm right there.
Okay. All right. I agree. I think it needs to go to needs a touch up. Great things in it, but I haven't rewatched it either. But yeah, Hugh Grant was amazing in it. He should do some more roles like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, real quick, before we get to our next film, and you guys can start thinking about the category you want to go in. Just to catch up to these guys, we got Polar in the house too. What's up, Polar? Good to see you.
Polar.
Hope you're doing well. And who else do we have in here? We got Jason coming in again. Thank you so much, man. Saying, here's another super chat. Need to see that clip again.
No.
Oh no.
Serious? What?
Oh wow.
Gotta do it. $10 make $1. Gotta do it.
Need to see it again in the face. Oh man. Dennis Edwards, Mr. T, Ed Harris, Swing Your Hips, Righteous Man, and the Barking Old Dude are all cream. Lethal Collective rules. He just went through all the
All the greatest hits.
Oh my
Greatest
God.
hits of Night Super Chats. Yep.
Pretty much. All right, let's do it again. And let's focus on the reaction. So everybody in the live chat, including our brother Steven, get ready. Open your mouths and just let it happen. Here we go.
Ano ke? Kor! Nej, helvetes dritt alltså! Det skulle ha varit med en gång! Inni öra och hela dritt det här! I fans kondomer med dig pinade lejer och knajsa på dessa här komboturer!
I am losing my mind at Stella's chat. She just said, I'll give you $11 not to play it.
I will say that is a great video for if you think you're having a bad day. You just play that and you realize it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's never going to be that bad, right? What got me was it happened. He knows it happens, and he took the time instead of like dealing with it. He's like yelling and cursing and whatever, and he's shaking his head. Oh, it's hilarious, bro. It is hilarious. Thanks so much, Jason. We appreciate you. And you're all right, man. Super Tenor's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Say, I think Kevin Bacon's daughter is Jim Carrey's kid. What? What?
Jim Carrey's. I'm
How
lost.
That's cream, baby.
Jim Carrey's cream.
Wow. Cross cream contamination.
Oh, no. When nature calls. Okay.
Ow.
All right. So look, I'm sorry, guys. How about we'll go through a couple more movies, and I know we're over time and stuff, but having Steven and Fate on here with us to so that me and Jake don't make mistakes is so helpful. And and we got a lot of movies left, man, but we won't get to them all. But let's do a couple more and let's just see what we get.
How many?
Probably at least 30.
Oh wow.
I mean, we can play power through.
Actually, it's 50.
Oh, 50?
Oh, that's a bit much.
We've probably gone through 20 of them in the last.
Yeah, 29.
Done it.
The timer helps us because we have to keep.
Yeah,
we have to move.
Keeps us moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Keeps
you
it
lessen
moving.
the timer? Can you shorten the timer?
No, because as far as I know, I can't because I set it up like this because I figured that we'd have to talk about it.
I was gonna say we could like speed run through them, but
speed run through it. You of all people say that. You come on, man.
Look, I am a talker. I talk
know.
for a living. So,
I love you, man.
That's true.
I love you. All right, let's go to our next one. Steven, we're going to start with you. It's Wes Craven's Cursed. Where are we at with this one?
Man, I have to go cream with this one. It's Kevin Williamson back with Wes Craven again. And even though it took 2 years to make this movie because Wes had to shoot a whole new film with all new casts, it still, I thought, pulled off an excellent, fun movie. Totally different werewolf movie than American Werewolf in London. It's got a mystery element to it. It's great. I think it's so freaking fun. This is a cream for me.
Wow. Okay. Fate, what are you thinking?
For me personally, I'd probably put it in Ooh Baby. I think for like movie standards, like if I remove my personal bias, I think it needs a touch up. But like for just like my personal like love of the film, it would be an Ooh Baby for me.
Okay, Jake.
I'm in the minority here. This is a major miss for me, which is such a shame because I love Kevin Williamson and Wes Craven coming together, making something. None of this works for me. This is I'm sorry, it sucks on so many levels. I wanted to love this. I went into this with like some high expectations. These two like masters coming together and meeting. Something just happened behind the scenes with this. I just did not like it.
Wow.
A lot happened. I don't have time to tell you, but a lot happened, bro.
Yeah.
I
could see Billy's mother, but sucks on so many levels.
I know.
I did, dude. I didn't like it. I'm so sorry. I give it like a 1 out of 10. It missed for me.
Wow. Wait, how many times have you seen it, Jake? I paused the event because I'm curious now.
I've seen it. I saw it once because I've had so many people just say like, dude, like crazy underrated movie. It's Kevin Williamson and Wes Craven coming back. And I sat down, I gave it a really, like, I went into it thinking this was going to be a secret gem or something.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the twist coming from miles away. I don't know what happened. It's got a great an excellent cast, like across the board.
Absolutely.
Who is it? It's Jesse Eisenberg. It's Judy Greer. So many more people.
Ricci.
Yes. Christina Ricci's in it.
Josh Jackson or whatever. Yeah, from
Joshua
Jackson.
Yeah,
That's right. Yep.
Dude, yeah, I think the werewolf looks terrible. Like I don't know. I just did not like this movie. I really wanted to, and I might even revisit it just to see if there was something else to it.
Back in the day, like CGI was not what it was today.
This is true.
So back in the day when we were younger, I'm just joking. Jake's like 30, and we're like,
wow.
Like back before you were born.
Yeah. And we got Troy. He's also not a fan. He's saying, I'm thinking no one will probably say it, but because it's Wes, but Curse sucks. Wes basically disowned it. Ooh.
I mean, well,
okay.
His name has cream in it, so he knows.
I want to like this though. I mean, I would do anything for this to be a good movie.
Hollywood guy also not a fan. Well, I think you should do a revisit just to see what you think. You know what I mean? I actually enjoyed it. But let me just say this: I have a bias towards werewolf films in general. Not to say that I'll love all of them because there's some ones that really do suck, but I enjoyed the cast. I enjoyed enough of it, and I know that the werewolf, they kind of messed up a little bit on that as far as the transformation and the way it looked. But like Fate said, it was back in the day. But I have fun with it, man. I actually would go with at least no lower than needs a touch up, but I'd go with Ooh Baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go with Ooh Baby. So look, let's do this. So Steven, what did you vote?
I went with Cream, man. Understanding the backstory, which I didn't even get to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically Wes hired a huge effects group to do the werewolves, and when it came down to like being nearly finished for the time for all that animation and CGI, they hadn't even done it. They completely screwed him over. He had to hustle to find another effects company that could do the job in like 2 weeks. And so that's why I'm looking at it from all that stuff in mind. And again, he salvaged that, man. That could have been terrible without another director doing it. But anyway.
All right. So you're going with Cream.
I am. 100%.
Fate, what are you going with Billy's mother?
No, I said needs a touch up.
Okay, needs a touch up.
I think a fair assessment would be needs a touch up.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also, Jake was going with Sucks on So Many Levels, and I went with Ooh Baby. So we're all on different wavelengths
If
here.
you were to average it out, it would be what needs a touch up, right? Because you'd have one bottom tier, one top tier, so that washes out. You have one Ooh Baby, one needs a touch up. Right?
Yeah.
So it'd be like end of Oh Baby, beginning of needs a touch up.
I could change mine to needs a touch up. I could be okay with that.
Ooh, okay. It looks as though the live chat and the people on the live event have gone with needs a touch up in general. So
Jake's not very good with peer pressure.
I see potential in it. I'll say that.
No, Jake. It's fine.
No, I'm like honest opinion. Like I came out of it thinking that could have been good, but I just don't think it was.
All right. Well, it looks like it'll go with needs a touch up. Let's go there. Yeah, let's go there. But Jake, I definitely think that you should do a rewatch and just to see what you think. I'd be so
Yeah.
curious to hear. I really would.
Because that was a long
I'd
time
revisit
ago,
it.
bro. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. Real quick too, before we continue, I did a pause on the event. Nightfall coming in. Thank you so much, brother. Saying Curse needs a touch up. It did, and it got it. You're
Yeah, it
right.
got a lot of touch ups.
It got. Oh, Steven. Steven's
did.
like, I can't believe. Oh, okay. I thought you meant for the voting.
Just
But you're talking
making
about
the
the
movie.
film.
Yeah.
Right. Super Tenor coming in as well. Thank you so much, brother. Saying Kevin Dillon's mullet, cream, great soundtrack. Shout out to the Blob. There you go, man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right. Next up, let's make this our last one, guys. This will be our last one because I know we're running into 90 minutes here. We've got TCM, the remake. Jake, let's start with you. Where do we go with TCM?
Oh, it's a great remake, man. This is up there for the Thousands remakes. I've heard some people say it's their very favorite from Thousands remakes, just in general. I could see this being like an Ooh Baby, really solid. I think it's one of the better Texas Chainsaw Massacre films without a doubt. Arlie Ermy brings some magic to this movie that you just don't have in the original. I'd even go so far as to say. So I love this movie quite a bit. Strong Ooh Baby, and maybe not quite cream for me personally, but man, it is up there. This is a really good movie.
Okay. Fate, what do you think?
I think this is cream. I mean, you can make an argument that, like, a real argument, like not like a so-so argument, that this is the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the entire franchise. Like that alone, think of, I mean, the classic is so iconic. This might be the best remake. There's a couple that come to mind. Like the Friday the 13th remake I thought was good. But this one I think is even better than that. Like, this might be one of, if not the best, just like remake movies. Evil Dead is another one that many people put up there. Yeah, I think this one is cream.
All right. Steven, what do you think?
It's an Ooh Baby for me. Very good remake. And I was happy that I'm not a big fan of the franchise, but I was happy that I watched the remake. So it's an Ooh Baby. It's really strong.
All right. I would go with Ooh Baby as well. It's almost in the cream. It's close. Sometimes I could go back and forth, but I think it is so well done.
Rub and get it to cream. Come on.
What?
Cream it up, man.
Cream it up.
little more tug, a little more rub.
Whoa.
Where are we going?
Have you seen Jessica Biel? Okay, just saying, Knight.
Okay. No, wait a minute, man. If we're gonna do it that way, a lot of these movies are gonna be changing up a lot. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Yeah.
My God.
Careful, Fate. Careful, bro. I want you to hurt yourself, man.
Justin is a lucky man.
Yeah, he almost pulled me into the conversation there. I was gonna say something. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going with Ooh Baby. It is great though. Seriously, I really love TCM. All right, guys. So we're gonna pause it there. This was a lot of fun. Let's see what our list.
I'm curious what the next one is.
Well, there's a couple that would have been really good. This is what our list looks like. It's really interesting, man. We've got 8 in cream, 8 in Ooh Baby. We've got 5 in Needs a Touch Up, 2 in Billy's Mother, which is Elm Street 2 and Heart Eyes. Wow. Sucks on So Many Levels has The Fog, as it should. Oh my God. It's an interesting list. Let's see what the votes from the audience looks like. It looks totally different. I mean, Smile 2, Pearl, Companion, Underworld, they're in Ooh Baby. And we've got the Blob in cream for the audience. We got TCM in cream. So yeah, it looks a little bit different. And Hard Eyes is needs a touch up according to the audience. Elm Street as well. So the audience was pretty happy tonight.
Is there any?
Can I just
from the Fogs? Okay.
I was just gonna say. I just want to add, the audience got cursed in the Ooh Baby category. Well done, audience. That's what I'm talking about.
when no one realized Craven's the only one that voted. He just didn't want to put it in cream because he didn't want people to catch on.
Exactly.
Oh no, that's too bad.
This is way too bad.
This was fun, guys. This was really fun.
Nice.
For you guys in the chat, definitely we hope that you enjoyed this, and if we do get a chance, and we'll talk about it, maybe we can continue it, and because there's a lot more movies left from yesterday and today, and that'd be pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, you guys in the chat, as always, make sure you hit the like button. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you think about the list. Maybe some hot takes that you have. Maybe some things that you didn't agree with us. Let us know there. We'll talk about it as we always do. Hit the like button and make sure that you are subscribed to Fate Decided, Craven Something Scary, and Killjoy Jake. We have the links all throughout this stream. It's very, very cool. Thank you to the moderators, Erica, Val, Julie, May, Sarah, all you guys rock. And we'll catch you guys next time. And as always, the collective has spoken. Peace.
Bye, guys.